Aloha fam! Unity Grace here. We are doing a little walk through beautiful Ashland, Oregon. So wonderful to be here with our beautiful sister Celestial Love. And hi Vaughn, hi Deborah. The Christmas lights. They're so nice. Doing a little love stream about the energies of the miracle. Oh my goodness, look at this tree. Wowzy. We're gonna have to stop for a little tree hug. Join me. What a gorgeous being. Hi, Cassie Lee. Hi, Maria. Aloha, fam. So we're going to do a little drop in about December 11th, December 12th. We're going to do a little drop in about right now. Hi, Satina. Hugs. Yeah, so here's the drop in. Many of us might be feeling a lot of unique physical symptoms now in our bodies, especially in our heads. And this is indicative of our trinitization that we have been working on inside of our bodies. The trinitization is all about what's up here in the head, the pineal and the pituitary and the thalamus. Oh, here's another gorgeous tree. Look at these beauties. We love them so much. Love trees. They're always taller than me and they always hug back. Here, we'll hug another one. Just because I can't resist. Hi, Jim. Hi, Dante. Wow. We have some sirens going on. Okay. So we are going through a trinitization up here in the head, the pineal, the pituitary, and the thalamus. And when these three unify, which is what 2019 has been all about, we have been holding the field while alchemy occurs in the body to literally like mush those three together. So we always go back to the caterpillar analogy, and with the caterpillar, the last thing to turn to plasma in the caterpillar is the brain, the head. And that's the same with us, with our body. So we have been working towards the trinitization of these components in the head. And because we are sentient beings, we have the opportunity to participate in this process. And that participation occurs through our willingness to collapse our polarities into the singularity, thine I in the center of the head. So it requires our participation. And that's what many have been doing, is allowing the collapse of duality inside of us to stabilize the field to a singularity, such that literally so much light infuses the body that it unifies the three wise men in the head. As the three wise men unify in the star knowledge bundles, they call him, who some might call Yeshua or whatever, they call him One Eye. This has to do with the light in the head. And so the meditations that are coming through right now, the work that our 4-week online retreat is doing, we are spinning our Merkabas and having a lot of physical experiences. And what this means, because remember, the physical body is a shell that has a capacity to open up just like a butterfly. Ours is a sphere, and I call it the 9-arc Merkaba because that was what was shown to me in 2015 and many other times, how to operate this. So I am traveling down the crystalline corridor from Salt Spring Island and along Oregon through Portland and now Ashland and going through Mount Shasta and Grass Valley. And we're going to be doing some really special gatherings here tomorrow, Wednesday, for the full moon. So I've put the link for that here in Ashland for those who are called to come to truly celebrate this process, this graduation that is occurring inside of us, to claim it, to understand, to know how it all works. One thing that people really love about Joe Dispenza's work is that he gives a scientific understanding of what is occurring in the body. And when we have a scientific understanding, then we can apply that. We can apply that when we go into our meditations and go, wow, this all makes sense. Hi, Lawrence. Hi, Mary. Hi, Roxana. Hi, Ruthie. Yeah, when we have the knowledge of the physical components of the body, just like if we were going to fly a plane, we would want to have the knowledge of how to do it, how it works, and how it operates. And so that's what a lot of the transmissions also do, but they shortcut us because it's in the space between the words that fast tracks us to igniting our lightship Merkaba. And what does that mean for a practical person in their world? It truly means we don't need a middleman to get from point A to point B. It means closing our eyes, Pleiades for blueberry, spirulina, popcorn, and here the Pleiades are. This is how powerful we are. This is the dynamics in our human body. And so this window right now, December 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, even though time isn't real and doesn't exist, we are getting fully activated as a collective. The crystalline structure, you know, all those cool pictures people take of the sun and all that purple light coming off the sun and all of that. It's and people over their heads, all those lights coming off their head from the sun. That's because the head, the brain, is becoming more crystal, keeping in mind that the pineal is full of piezoelectric crystals. And what do crystals do? Crystals contain the entire hologram. Shards of crystals contain the whole. So this activation, the trinitization that is coming to a completion, and when I'm reading other channels and transmissions that are brought through, we're all saying the same thing. The time is now, graduation for many on the planet, and that means we are connecting into a crystalline grid. We are the neural network of Gaia. In the 60th gene, when the 60th seed ignites in multiple beings, it'll be the end of the world as we know it. Well, welcome to now. So the more information, the more awareness we have that what is occurring inside of our bodies is real, the more we can claim it. Because guess what? We got to claim it too. We got to go in, and when we feel the spin of the Merkaba inside of our head and we feel those flushes of heat in our body, we got to claim them and go into them. So I always say with people that I do transmissions with or online retreats or bring through any sharings, like you got to go into the feeling. This novelty that is coming through us is the current that we want to follow and pursue. Sure, we can sit down and watch television. We're welcome to do the same old and fill up our cars at gas stations. But why would we when the final frontier is waiting within us? to follow the streams of energy that are activating in our body. You know, that thing they called menopause. It's not real. Feminine bodies were designed to turn on. And everybody knows that when Kundalini activates, whether you're a man or a woman, you get those things called hot flashes, because that's the Kundalini turning on. If this love stream is helpful, please share it. And if you're in Ashland tomorrow night, which is the full moon, we are going to have the most potent transmission together, a celebration and an honoring of everything that we have been working towards. And if you're in Grass Valley on the night of 12/12, there's a link as well. And even if you're far away, because some really cool people are coming from some good distances away to join us, don't hesitate to come, because this is truly a celebration. It is the miracle to connect with others. We are water and crystal in a shell called skin. We're turning it on. And as we are turning it on, guaranteed, the old structures are dissolving, even though the human eyes might not think that they are, because keep in mind, the human eyes have a very limited perspective of light from which they can see. So as all of this turns on in the head and the crown is opening, why do you think they called it the Crown Corporation and put that stamp on everything? Well, we released that in November of this year. We released the stamp of the crown on the minerals and the elements and the elementals, and we set it free so that the true crown right here can open. And when it does, cosmic information begins to stream into our consciousness. And even though our eyes might go, no, everything here seems to look the same. Trust the cosmic consciousness that is coming in. Trust the guidance of the cosmic consciousness coming in. We are here to activate, and the miracle coordinate is now. Once again, if you're in Ashland tomorrow night for full moon, it's going to be off the charts. And if you're in Grass Valley, Nevada City on Thursday, once again, off the charts. Transmissions are free energy. And so, yeah, we really want to know that if we are experiencing these energies inside of us, they're real. We have to ride the waves. It's just like if you're on a surfboard and a wave is coming in, you got to get on that wave. These energy currents and influxes that are coming into the body, we want to ride them. The final frontier within, we have the capacity to claim this. We can place all of our focus here together. 2019 has tested us all to have the capacity to neutralize our aura, our polarized aura. It gave us the capacity to bring those polarities back in, to collapse all the stories of this grand hoax, this grand play, all of the roles that we're playing that we took personal. Take nothing personal. The Hopi prophecy said so. We've collapsed it all in, and that activates a neutral auric field, which makes us a free agent. A free agent of the quantum. And I am very inspired and guided to continue to share all of the coordinates that have been given to me from all of the experiences that I have been gifted on this path. Very quantum experiences, and to share these codes and keys. We have right now a 5-day meditation going on. If you want to jump on board with that, there's links somewhere on my page. I can put a link here, or just make a note or private message me. We're on day 3 today. The first 2 meditations are extremely unique. And you know how Tom Kenyon brought through all of the channeling from the Hathors. So he would bring through the transmission, and then he would do his own little writing explaining what he was getting from the transmission. I am doing the same. The meditations that are coming through right now are extremely unique, and what I am seeing while bringing through the transmission is extremely profound. When I arrived in Ashland last night, I brought through the second transmission to send to the group that is currently following these 5 meditations. And I literally felt like I was flying back to my room. I had to put my hands out and get very balanced in my physical body because the light ship Merkabas are turning on. This energy is turning on, and just like all the sci-fi movies, you know, in Star Trek, they had to do the beam me up Scotty. Well, all we have to do is go beam me up Oversoul, because it's turning on, and these are the places that we really want to play, because if we knew how many times we had repeated our roles in this old play, we would go, oh my gosh, it's time to go. That's what we're doing. So if you're in Ashland tomorrow night, full moon, it's going to be super potent. It is a time of honoring, wear your best, so to speak, to honor yourself and your journey, because this is a graduation moment. Bring altar items, and we are going to go in to the spin and into the quantum and into the singularity of the cosmic. Same with 1212 in Grass Valley, Nevada. And I'm making my way down to Santa Barbara and Carpinteria, and probably a little time in LA and so on. So if you're called to host a transmission, just let me know. And it is definitely the moment and the miracle to keep sharing the cool stuff. I know that this is the moment that we are here for. September, October, November, December have all been completions that have been liberating us from the malware in our hard drives, all the old programs of external authority, all the old programs of the distorted masculine energy inside of us all. All of the lower sacral programs have been unlocked, released, liberated. So all of that energy is rising up. It's rising up. That's why I reposted the picture of the monarch butterflies flying today. Because although it may feel like it's taken a long time in linear, who cares? The point is, we're here now. We are interdimensional, we are multidimensional, we are free agents of creation. And we are calling in those who want to play with these coordinates. And the best way I know is through the transmissions that come when we create physical gatherings and sit in circle together. And that is when these transmissions open the field wide up. Opens up our neural networks to the cosmic. This physical being has had so many profound experiences in the cosmic and has been given coordinates to assist the collective. So if you feel inspired to bring together a gathering somewhere along the West Coast, just let me know. And once again, Ashland tomorrow for full moon. All the details are on the link below. And Grass Valley, Nevada, fam, the crystalline corridor. Look, this license plate says 441, which is 144 backwards. We are in graduation mode, and I am here to say that it's real. It's so real. I love you. and thank you for doing a little tour with me. Look at the clouds in the mountains of Ashland. Woo! It looks so Avalonian, mystical. I love you all so much. If this love stream is helpful, please share it. And welcome to graduation of the trinitization of love, the pineal, the pituitary, and the thalamus, opening up the thalamic gate in the head, the lion's gate. Let me tell you, when your kundalini pops it open and you see those lions sitting there and you go, oh, now I know what the lion's gate is all about. And I always said that I was here to reignite the 13th strand of DNA from the 13th dimensional beings to restore Sophia to the 13th aeon, which we know from our 4-week retreat and the transmission that came through last Friday. The aeons are complete. The aeons, as described in the Gene Keys, the first aeon was spirit descending into the form. The second aeon was spirit forgetting that it was spirit and becoming densified in the form. The third aeon is the remembrance of the spirit in the form and the reactivation of the form for the spirit to liberate itself from the bonds of the form. It doesn't mean we don't like form. It just means that we remember that we don't need a middleman to move this form from point A to point B. We are the creators of point A and point B. And we are here to do this. Spirit bless Bruce Lipton and Joe Dispenza and all of those guys out there who have done so much to restore our capacity to activate our quantum capacities. And here we are now, and these transmissions take us through the shortcuts called love, wormholes and miracles. So that feels pretty good for now. Also, like I say, on my page, I started 5 miracle days of meditations. The activations coming through are extremely unique, very potent. If you're interested, scroll down my page and you'll find a post. I think I did a love stream about them. I can also put a link here if you want to receive those 5 days of meditations coming through. And for this vessel on the earth, I am guided to just share now, because what occurred for us on the earth was that the feminine womb was harnessed and harvested energetically. And that's why it became very hard to create, and it became very hard to liberate our energy into creation. And that has been completed now. So the creational energies are here, and on behalf of this being in this vessel and source consciousness, I am here to share whatever is helpful for the collective to put together the pieces and trust that the experiences we are having inside of our bodies are true and real, and that we are to go into them, to remember how to ride the cosmic waves within our form. Because when you think about it, the shell of our physical body actually does separate us from everything else. It is a boundary condition, and we have a cosmic love relationship with Source in the inner realms. So as I said before, whatever sensations we're experiencing now in our bodies, I promise you, there is no such thing as a symptom. There is no such thing as nothing that the pharmaceutical companies tell us is real. There is just energy and experience. And by going into energy and experiencing energy, everything is possible. I know, because I've had spontaneous healings. And right now, what's super possible is for the neural networks of this planet in you and me as physical bodies to light up the lightship Merkaba of Sophionic harmonic, where the particle and the wave converge, and to truly begin to play with our supernatural interdimensional capacities of cosmic quantum love. So, love you all so much. If the love stream is helpful, please share and send me messages about your cool experiences. And yeah, if you want to host a little transmission and bring together some folks in your neighborhood, then let's sort it all out, because this whole miracle month, even though months aren't real and don't exist, if any aspect of the consciousness is still connected to the minerals and to the effects of the zodiac, and we're talking 13th because that's completion, then we are affected by the external. And that's not what we're here to do. We're here to liberate and remember how to activate the entire vessel of cosmic quantum love. Love you so much. Mwah. My fingies are getting very cold. Mwah, mwah. Aloha.